The main reason why I applied to Cambridge is the course.
It is one of the best universities in the UK for studying literature and culture.
Good lecturers and small supervisions.
I felt like I kind of belonged in this environment.
And ever since then, everything I've done has been to get to Cambridge.
There were a lot of factors that made St John's a good choice. It's got generous support for students.
St John's is a stunning college.
I just had a look round one day. I didn't really have it in mind beforehand, but I saw the chapel. Everyone said hello.
The staff and the people that I met were just so warm and friendly, and I felt that I could really be part of this atmosphere.
Also, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is one of my favorite books, so being in the same college as Douglas Adams just confirmed the decision for me.
Eventually I found out about the financial support and it all just seemed to match up.
If I hadn't received the studentship, it would have been a time of great uncertainty for me and my family. I suspect my mum would have had to take on another job, and I was also toying with the idea that I might actually have to decline my offer if I couldn't find a way to finance my living costs at Cambridge.
In term time, it would have meant a massive additional stress on top of the work and something that I always had to think about.
I would have struggled to fund the essential overseas experience that you sort of need in an MML degree.
My parents want the best of me, and they were very happy to hear that I got in, but the financial side of my studies was a source of constant anxiety for my whole family.
When I got the studentship, I felt astounded, excited and grateful. I remember seeing it on the Guardian website and I was just screaming to my mum.
My family and I, we just jumped up and celebrated because it was essentially an answer to all of our problems and our worries.
My reaction was a huge relief and joy, obviously.
Knowing I could get the studentship reassured me that it was so worth applying to an elite institution like Cambridge.
The studentship meant that I don't have to worry about financial constraints and can focus on my studies and other areas.
And I think it's also been a massive security for my family because otherwise they would have had to support me.
In my first year, the St John's studentship gave me a real peace of mind.
I've never had to have this black cloud hanging over me worrying about, oh, can I go and do this thing, or can I go out with a meal with my friends?
It means that my sister can go to her dream ballet school, so we're both very grateful for the studentship.
After St John's, I think I'd like to go into family law.
As a general idea, I quite like to look into conference interpreting.
Biotechnology industry and maybe focusing on food security.
I'm kind of at the moment toying with the idea of entering the Foreign Office and maybe having a career in diplomacy. I'd really like to experience the entire world as well as help others in other countries. If someone was considering giving to the studentship scheme, I'd have to say that it really makes a difference.
I think the Cambridge lifestyle can be quite inaccessible to those of limited budgets. They have things like Mabel's or formal halls, and I think the studentship allows everyone to enjoy the entire experience.
It's true that money can't buy happiness, but for students from low-income backgrounds who would typically be on this bursary, it really helps them to integrate.
It's allowed me to study here and experience life for the first time without being held back by money issues.